Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Learning with Joy. So today's topic is how do we implement SCD Type 2, okay, using Talend. I have already made a video on SCD Type 1. You can please refer to that video if you have any queries on it. The next type is Type 2. So today we'll be learning actually what is SCD Type 2 in a theoretical manner and then how do we implement it using Talend. Okay, let's quickly get into the topic. Now, first, what is SCD type 2? So first we need to understand what is exactly SCD type 2. Okay. And then only we will be able to implement that in Talend. Okay. In simple words, I have written few points. So just I'll give you a brief of it. First, in SCD type 2, we will have a start date and an end date for a record. Okay. For each record, you'll be having a start date and end date columns. Okay. And you'll be having one more column in the target, which states it is like a status flag or whatever name you give to it. It's a flag, status flag, or whatever it is, but it shows the status of that particular record. That is, if it is active or inactive. Okay. So, based on that particular status only, you will be able to understand if that particular record is active or inactive. Now, in SCD type 2, you will be getting one more column, which is a very important column called surrogate key. Okay. Surrogate key acts as a primary key. It's a column. Okay. It will be as an auto increment column, as you already know, like many of you are aware of it, 1, 2, 3, 4, or automatically it will increment on its own. It is a column which acts as a primary key, but it is not a primary key. Okay, it is not as same as primary key. I'll give you an example. Like I'll show you properly, like if you are confused between surrogate key being as a primary key and like what is a primary key. Okay, so in this one, you will be representing like all the inactive records also will be present in the target table. Okay, so hence I have mentioned it as history will be present as active or inactive flag. Okay, right? So let's assume, okay, I'm giving you a small example. This is my source table, which contains a ID, a name, and a location. Okay, so I have given normally two records, okay, 111 and 112, its name and location. So I'm trying to insert these records into my target table. Okay, so the target table contains three more extra, not only three, like four more extra columns. Okay, against ID, name, and location, you will be having one more column called surrogate key, start date, end date, and a status flag. I'll tell you what are all these and how do we implement and how do we achieve them. Surrogate key is nothing but for this particular IDs, it will automatically give the values as per you insert it. The first this will get inserted, then this will get inserted. So the surrogate key will be 1 for this and 2 for this. I'll tell you why we are using surrogate keys once we go to the day 2, what will happen in the day 2 thing. Okay, so it is being inserted on 10th Jan 2021. It is being created. Hence, the start date is 10th Jan 2021. End date, it is not there because it is just the insertion process going on. So it is not being ended, as in it is not being inactive. It's active right now. It's the first day the records are being entered. Okay. Second day. Okay. So in the second day in my source table, there is some updations happened and some insertions are also happening. So let me show you which is the updated record. Just for your understanding, I have written it here. 111 Raj, previously it was Bangalore. Correct. I have given it as Pune. It has been changed. The location has been changed for that particular person. It is Pune. So it is an updated record. 112 record is as it is. There is no change in it. Now a new record got inserted called 113. Okay, Ramu, which the location Chennai. So it's a new record. It's an insert record. So now these two things should be entered into our target table. That is on the second day. Assume, I'm saying. It doesn't happen like every day you'll get new records as per the client requirement. You might get, you might not get. Okay. Immediately the person cannot change the location, right? Just for your understanding, I'm giving it. Okay, so now here comes the role of surrogate key. Here, if you see, this is actually the ID is actually a primary key, but it is getting duplicated here. See, 111 and 111, you have two things. This is the previous record, is the history record, you can say, which is inactive. So now what we will be doing is this Pune record, 111 Pune record is the new record, which is active record, which will be coming here, 111 Raj Pune, and it is the start date is 11th Jan, which I have mentioned it here as per your example. So start date is 11th and end date, it is actually active now. So hence the status is active. Now, if you see 111 Raj Bangalore, it is inactive because the location has been changed. Now, this record is not the current record, it is inactive record. Hence, I have given the end date as 11th Jan because it is being changed on 11th Jan. So, I have given 11th Jan and the status we will be changing it to inactive. Okay, so now the surrogate key acts as the primary key in this case. Okay, I hope you got this one. What is the use of that surrogate key? Because ID actually is a primary key, but it gets duplicated. In source table, ID is the primary key, but in target table, surrogate key will be the primary key because this ID is duplicated, hence we cannot use this as the primary key. Okay. I hope this is clear. Like what are we trying to achieve in target table in SCD type 2 is we will be having a records. That means we will be having when this particular record is started, when it is inserted, when it is updated. Okay. Is that particular record active or inactive? Okay. So this history of the records, history will be present in SCD type 2. If the client's requirement is, I want all the records, irrespective of they are active, inactive, anything, I want all the records to be present in my table so that I want to see it later that this was previous, okay, previously he was there, or his ID is this one, or his name has changed, or his location has changed, or his department has changed based on their requirement. Hence, this will be used where you'll be requiring, what do you say? A history should be required by the client. Okay, so this was about the theoretical understanding. Now let's get into the practical implementation. Like in Talend, how do we achieve this all things? Okay. Um, right. So this is our job which I have created. Okay. Let me tell you, as you're already aware, the EMP staging is the source table. I have taken emp._stg is my source table. Okay. So what are all present in that source table? I'll show you. Okay. Here, if you see, I have employee number, employee name, the salary, when he is hired, what is the department number, what is the department name and location. It's a basic employee table and department table, which I have taken combinedly into one table called employee staging table, assume. Right now, I don't have any records in it. Okay, so this will be my input table. I mean the source table. Okay, now here if you see emp_scd is my table name. It is the target table. Okay, now here I have created emp_scd2 table with these columns. Okay, these all columns will be there. The extra columns will be start date, end date, status flag. Okay, here if you see, I have given the primary key as surrogate key and I have mentioned it as auto increment because it will be automatically incremented by the records they get inserted. Okay, right. So now let me insert two records. Okay, so now in employee STG, I have two records. Okay, now let's quickly get into the job and tell you what will happen here. So this will be my source table. This will be the lookup table, the target table, because we have to compare these two things. We have to join them to check which record is present, which record is inserted. Okay, so first let me get into the T map. Here, if you see, you have three floors. Okay, first one is for the insert, second is for the updating, and third one is for inserting the updated one. I'll tell you what is all the difference. So here, if you see, row 1 and row 2, this is the source table, this is the target table. I am joining it with employee number. It's a simple join. Now let's get into this expression. Okay, so the first thing is this flag to tell which record is not present. Okay, assume first day, as I have shown you previously, first day you will be having some records which I have just now inserted. Okay, here you see two records are inserted. So these two records will directly come and put it here. But how to tell? What will be the condition to state that this particular record should be coming into the insert? That is, it is being inserted. So here, if you see, the condition I'll show you. You need to check. See, when you're joining it, when you're left joining it, the employee number in the target will be null, because employee the target table will be empty, because the employee number will be null hence. So please check here the values. If it is 0, mention it as 0. For some it will be null, so please mention this condition. Okay, relational dot is null. If it is null only, it will be, here I have written a conditional statement. This is a statement condition, and I'm checking if this is true, then it will be insert. If this is false, it will be update. Okay, so hence what I'm doing is I'm checking if that particular flag is insert. I mean, if this condition, that means if this employee number is not present in the target table, that will be a insert record. So what I'm doing, I'm auto mapping it, all the things I'm putting it here. Just three things. What is it? I'll tell you. Okay, so here the three things will be talent, the current date, start date will be current date, and this will be null, because let us leave it like that. End date, because it is just now inserted, so there will be no end date, it will be null. And the status flag will be active. Okay, because it's right now inserted, it will be always active for the first insertion. Okay, right? So the second one, update as in the surrogate key you need to update, the end date to be update, and the inactive date to be update. That means, as I have shown you previously, the first 111 record location got updated from, I think, from Chennai to Bangalore or Pune. The previous one, the Bangalore one, will be inactive, right? So how you will be checking that condition? So right now here, what is the method I'm using is I'm using the hash values. Okay, hash values is like a binary thing you'll be generating. So I have a routine which I have written to get. You'll be getting it in Google. Please check it, or else I'll help you with this. So for all the name, from all these things, name, salary, hire date, department number, D name, and location, I'm concatenating all these things as a string, and I'm getting a hash value. Okay, hash value you say. For input one, and for the lookup also, I'm taking lookup as in the target one. Okay, see, row 2, name, salary, hire date, department, D name, location, everything. Okay, now in this expression, in this flag one, what I'm trying to check is if the first flag, the first one, if you see, if that particular flag is update, that means it is not an insertion record, it's a updating record. If it is a update, and okay, one more condition, and this input hash and lookup hash values are not equal. You're getting? I'll repeat again. This particular flag, which is there here, if it says update, that means if that particular record is already present in the target, okay, and the input hash value and the lookup hash value are not equal. That means there is some discrepancy in the target. Some value has been changed. If that is the case, then I'm saying as updated. If that particular record has been updated. If it is not true, if those two hash values are same, or the flag value is not updated, then it says it is not updated, it is as it is. Okay, clear? Then in the update thing, what I'm trying to check, if this particular flag one is updated, then I'm taking the surrogate key for that particular record and the end date. That means the end date will be changing to that particular date when it is getting updated. So today it got updated. So it will be the current date, today's date, and the status of that flag will be inactive. Okay, got it? This is the updating for the status flag. Okay, that means that particular end date will be updated. So this particular flow is for updating the end date. Now again, the new record which is being updated, that means, let me show you. See, for example, here if you see, Raj record, this is inactive. So here, what did we do just now is we have added the end date and status flag as inactive. This is what happened here. This particular step we have done here. Now we need to do this one, right? We need to do the new thing. That one happens here. Okay, again, if that is updated only, if that particular flag is updated, I'm taking all the new records, whatever are there here from the source, whatever you are getting. End date, again, it will be in a null. Start date will be the today's date, current date. And the status flag will be active. Okay. I hope it was clear. Just one step we cannot do in both, in each two steps we cannot do in the single floor. Hence, I'm dividing that particular thing in two floors. Update, and after updating, it is getting inserted. Okay. Right. So now let's run this job. Okay. So here, if you see from source, you are getting two records. In target, you don't have any, so 0. Now this is the insert one. Nothing is happening in update and update insert because nothing is updated, nothing is updating insert and should be happening. It's only insert. Now let's go to, okay. So here, if you see, surrogate key, it is automatically given. That's done the increment 11, 111 and 112. Raju and Keith records got, and all these things. Start date is today's date. Status flag is active. Okay. Now what I will do is I will insert one record. Okay. And I will update one record. Okay. I'm trying to updating the 111 record. Both the things I'll do at a time. Okay. So here, if you see, one record got inserted and Raju record got changed to Bangalore to Chennai. Now let's run the row. Okay, so here, if you see from here, you got 3 records. In target, we have 2 records only, hence only 2 records come. These 2 will be joined, and now one new record got inserted, one got updated, and the same got inserted again, the updated one. Now let's quickly go to the, okay, see here, first thing, Raju record is inactive. It is being ended today itself, hence the date. Next is Kirti record is as usual. Now 113 is the new record which is being inserted, and 11111 Raju record which is active now because this Bangalore changed to Chennai. So you might have a doubt, every time we will be doing insertion first, right? Then why did not 111 come before the Ramu record? That is because if you see here, this execution happens row by floor by floor. First insert happened, then the updating is happening. So first Ramu record got inserted, then the updating, that were first 111 record got updated. Hence the result here, the Raju record is at the end. Okay. Now if we do the same one, I mean updating something else. Okay. I'll run the job. Okay. Now here's a 4, same 4. Okay. And then this one. Okay. Let's go and check. See guys, Raju is same. Now I have changed Ramu record, so it is inactive, and again the Ramu record got active. The Chennai from Bangalore, it changed to Chennai. Right, friends? I hope this was clear for the SCD Type 2. If not, if you have any questions or anything else need to be explained, please mention it in the comment section. Okay. Thank you, friends. Thank you for your time. And if you have any queries, as I said, please mention in the comment section. Okay. Please like and share my video, and please subscribe to my channel. Okay. Thank you. Bye.